that's exactly where he finished. So that's your top 10. Mark Skaife holding down a top 5 performance, and Craig Lowndes, as we mentioned, now 35 points adrift of the championship leaders, so he can't make any more play for the 2007 title in terms of points. What impact will he have in the third and final race? Down to the bottom, we find those who didn't finish of Simon Wills, Cam McConville and Paul Dumbrell, and also the other Team BOC car, number 12 of Andrew Jones. One race left in the 2007 title. Garth Tander, he's the man to catch. Incredible numbers. Garth Tander has now collected his 15th race win of season 2007, but the job is not done yet. You're watching the championship on 7, and 7 is the key, because that's the point spread now between Tander and Whincup. Remember, when we came into the round, Whincup had a 7-point lead. It was all square after race 1. Going into the final race, there's 2 men left standing and just those 7 points in it. So Garth Tander now has one hand on the one trophy that he's always wanted, the V8 Supercar Championship. He's had 2 out of 2 race wins here so far. Let's see what he's thinking. He's with Mark Beretta.
Well, Garth Tander, congratulations. You tick another box, one step closer, one race to go.
Yeah, one race to go, Mark, and that one's a bit tougher. We used our tyres from yesterday, so the tyres weren't their flashes at the end, but we got that out of the way now, so we got good tyres for race 3.
How are you feeling about race 3 now? Is there a little bit of pressure there?
No, that actually helps a fair bit winning that one. So obviously it's still going to be on for young and old, and we'll see what happens in the last one. If we can do what we've done in the first 2, we'll be very happy.
Will you keep an eye on Jamie Whincup behind you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was doing just enough to stay in front of Todd, but you know, the tyres are starting to go away at the end there. I could see Jamie was catching, but I'm sure he was using his tyres pretty hard to get there.
All right, Garth, well done. One to go.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Jamie Whincup, you came into this final round 7 points in front. You're now 7 points behind. What's all this seesawing doing to your nerves?
The nerves are okay. That was a pretty straightforward race. We just didn't quite have the pace of the Holdens early on. They got track position, and that's all we could do. So we made a big improvement from yesterday. We know what direction we headed in, so we should do the same for the next one.
Your end of race pace was just simply terrific. What does that make for the final showdown of the year, race number 3, the final round?
Well, you know, we just got to improve the car, and we need to improve our car speed to you know, to have a chance of winning this thing. So we'll do our homework. All I know is that karting couldn't go any quicker then. So we'll make a tweak here and a tweak there, and come out and hopefully make a race of it in the last one.
Good luck with your early car speed. I know you feel good. You look good. Go get them.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
Craig Lowndes, it looks like mathematically the championship is gone for 2007.
Thank you. I guess that's a positive note that I wanted to hear get out of the car. But look, it's that's the way it goes. I think we've been you know, in the hunt for the last sort of 2 years or 3 years this year. But you know, really coming into here, a 20-point gap was a bit of a tall order. You know, 6 points last year, and I think it's proven this year that even that small gap is quite hard to run down.
Talk to me about being behind Mark Skaife.
Oh, I saw the bumper bar. Yeah, we had a great battle. It was something like the old times, really. He had good pace early in the race, and we come on strong in the middle there, and we can attack him. And then he sort of, my car faded, then his car faded. He made a mistake, I'd make a mistake. But look, it was one of those great old battles.
Just finally, Craig, do you move into protector now for your teammate into race 3?
Well, he's got a bit of work in front of him, unfortunately. He's got to win the race, and for Garth to have some drama. But you know, we've starting 6th. We started yesterday 6th. We got the 4th, and we've gone backwards. So for us, it's you know, I think it's great that I think almost we secured 3rd position, so that's a start. But yeah, I'd like to help Jamie win it. We want that number 1.
Thanks, Craig.
Thank you.
So Craig Lowndes is out of the championship picture, but at the end of the day, at the end of a long season, I'm joined by the boss of V8 Supercars, Tony Cochran. We kind of got what we wanted. The crowds did too. Ford versus Holden, 2 men left.
Yeah, it's a fantastic result for the championship, and 2 great guys fighting it out. And this is easily the biggest crowd we've ever had at the island, and including Dale Earnhardt Jr. here as well. So it's tremendous to have him as our guest in Australia.
Yeah, it's great to see. You mentioned the big crowds there. They've braved all sorts of conditions aside from rain, but Dale Earnhardt Jr. stopped by Greg Murphy's garage to say g'day. Stopped in for Jason Richards as well. NASCAR star Dale Earnhardt Jr. And on that point, we'd like to wish Marcus Ambrose all the best in 2008. Our former 2-time V8 Supercar champion is going to race in the main game next year. Now, Tony, I know that you're loving presents. What have you got for me for Christmas?
The ideal Christmas gift for all our fans out there. Here it is, 10 years of V8 supercars at all good bookshops. I know millions of you are looking for that Christmas present. This is it. So get into it. It's been a great year. It's been a great 10 years of the championship, and no better Christmas gift.
On sale now?
On sale now, as they say. I sound like the Intel man.
No, you do it very well. I think you've had a lot of practice at it.
Clearly I have.
Listen, enjoy race 3. I know it's going to be a fascinating finale to this championship. By the way, we sent Santa down to pit lane as well. He looks like Santa, sounds a lot like Grant Denyer. Check this out.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! It's that time of year when your favourite fellow stops by with a gift or two if you've been naughty. Forget about it. Let's find out down pit lane just who has had a great year and deserves a gift from the grand old fella himself. I found a couple of elves. Merry Christmas. Have you been good, young Jason?
Oh, I've tried to be good, Santa. I really have, honestly.
What would you like for Christmas?
A new car? That'd be good.
You know what you could do for Christmas? Lose about 1.5 seconds off your pit stop. Would you like to rummage around Santa's sack? Put your hand in Santa's sack. Do they celebrate Christmas where you're from?
No, we're from Brazil. We celebrate Christmas, but I think from now...
You eat reindeer in Brazil?
Yeah, we do. Alive.
What would you like for Christmas?
I'd like a race win, please, Santa.
I don't know, can you deliver us with a championship this year?
I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's been a few requests for that exact thing. That's why my sack's a little empty today. And how will you be spending your Christmas? On someone else's knee?
Yes. Hopefully not yours.
I think I've been to that club.
You're starting to freak me out.
Is there anything that might be in Santa's sack that you're hoping for?
Yeah, there is actually. I'm going to keep it to myself, but there's something I'd really like this year.
Would it be Garth Tander's head on a stick?
No, it wouldn't.
You're getting big fast, aren't you, young Tander?
It's been a long time since I sat on your lap, Santa.
Have a dig around. You've been a good boy. Is there anything in there?
There's no championship trophy in there yet.
I want a pony.
Yes.
I want a bicycle.
Yes.
And some action figures.
What would you like for Christmas, young lady?
The whole world.
Well, you're not asking much.
No, I'm not.
You must be female. Mate, looking back on this year, a wonderful performance. Championship contender for the island. Look back on the season for me. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Merry Christmas.
Well, it's been 22 fantastic years, and now it's time to say a very fond farewell to a legend of this sport, John Bowe. 225 starts in the championship, the most of all time. The championship winner in 1995, the two-time Bathurst champion. He's with me right now. Mate, we just wanted to get you here and say thank you and say farewell.
Thank you, mate. It's terrific. The response I've had from the people has just been amazing, and I mean it's been happening all year, but just here, it's really emotional because I've been doing it so long, and I've had my head down and my backside up and not taken too much notice of what else is going on, and it's just so nice to I guess appreciate what people actually like you. It's amazing.
What has been the one thing that's really touched you over the course of this, not only this championship, because it's been a long farewell for you, but particularly this week? We did a V8 Supercar breakfast the other day. You got a standing ovation when you walked in. The tears have welled up time after time for you.
They have, yes. Some of the guys in the team organised a big kind of cardboard plaque thing that people have been signing, and I started to read it yesterday, and I got tears in my eyes. So obviously I'm a sensitive new age bloke, even if I might be a bit old. And the response from Holden people has just been tremendous. It's just, obviously the V8 Supercar fans of Australia are not, they're Ford or Holden, but they're open-minded and they've been so nice to me, and it's just, you know, it really is touching. And honestly, tonight when I go home, I honestly don't know what I'm going to feel, you know. Yeah.
Well, mate, I can tell you it's been a great ride watching you from this side of the fence. You've been a wonderful ambassador for the sport from everybody who's involved, not only in V8 Supercars, JB, but also motorsport in general. We do want to say thank you. We want to say thanks for the memories and good luck in whatever's coming up for you next.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I want to keep racing something, but I don't think I better talk to you anymore. I'll be bloody in tears in a minute.
And you've still got a race to go. You're a good man, and we hope you enjoy your final race in the V8s. But coming up right now is a championship that you certainly know well, the open wheeler category, the Australian Formula Ford Championship. And alongside Aaron Noonan is a bloke you know well in our commentary box, Bradley Jones.
Oh, great man. A great man.
Brad Jones, 15 love there. Are you a fan of the John Bower fan club as well?
Absolutely. I've always thought he's an excellent judge of character.
Right, now, championship in Formula Ford has been decided. Tim Blanchard, the result yesterday was good enough to clinch the championship. He's been on a run today. He's going to start from pole in this third and final race. James Moffat, though, who finished second in race 2, has been penalised for passing under yellow flags. He's going to be moved back to position 4, which brings Ashley Walsh up to second, and he started from the rear of the grid in the race earlier on today. He's going to be a real factor. There's no championships up for grabs now. It's all a case of the bragging rights in this last race, so it should be a good one.
It will be a great one. There's nothing like getting the championship done and dusted and then be able to focus on winning the race, and that's what we're going to see here. A couple of guys going head-to-head, trying to work out who's the strongest.
Tim Blanchard and Ashley Walsh, they are 1-2 in the championship. They've been the class of the field right throughout season 2007. The green flag at the back. It's round 8, the final round at Phillip Island. Race 3 for Formula Ford. Tim Blanchard to the left of screen, Ashley Walsh to the right of screen. The McGill chassis versus the Spectrum.
Great start from Blanchard.
Even better one from Nick Perkins.
Wow, it looks like he went at the 30-second mark. He's going to be leading the race almost.
He'll be third down through the fast turn 1. It's Blanchard who leads the way. Ashley Walsh, second spot. And Nick Perkins now position 3.
How was that start from Perkins? He had to lift. I mean, he had so much...